I'm the news that nobody expected. I was never a part of your plan. I'm the reason why life as you know it feels like it's slipping through your trembling hands. And the doctors say I'm just an option, a mistake you can make disappear. I may not have a voice, but I'm more than a choice. I'm as real as the heartbeat you hear. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. I am God's miracle in the making, proof that all things can work for the good. I am fingers and toes, and heaven already knows the name you pick out for me already belongs to me. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. Every life is sacred, and every life is a gift, and every life deserves a chance to live. I know you're scared, I know you're scared, I know you're scared right now. But when you hear my first cries, and when you look in my eyes, you'll understand why you brought me to life. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. That was yours truly, singing Untold, written by Matthew West.
Good morning and welcome to the Jewish Pro-Life live stream. Today is Wednesday, July 15th, 2020. It's the 23rd day of Tammuz in the year 5780, and we're in the 7th day of the 3 weeks mourning period. I'm Cecily Routman, founder and president of the Jewish Pro-Life Foundation. We'll be here for about 20 minutes of live chat, news, education, enlightenment, and spiritual renewal. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter this morning, please chat with us. At the Jewish Pro-Life Foundation, we're saving Jewish lives and healing Jewish hearts by providing the Jewish community with much-needed pro-life education, pregnancy care and adoption referrals, and healing after abortion. We started our work in 2006 because we were concerned about the high rates of abortion in the Jewish community, the fact that a majority of Jews believes that abortion is morally acceptable at all stages of pregnancy, that this majority vigorously advocates for abortion, and tragically this leads to more loss of unborn life across all demographics. And it contributes to anti-Semitism because people see us in a bad light. Also, we wanted to provide a Jewish pro-life voice in the public square. It's estimated that in Israel, 30,000 Jewish children lose their lives to abortion every year. And in America, it's estimated that 17,622 Jewish children lose their lives to abortion every year. But abortion doesn't just take one life, it wipes out entire generations. Many future descendants are lost with each abortion. As Jews, we feel the pain and loss of each and every one. If you're a Jewish parent facing unplanned pregnancy and you can't get the support you need from family, friends, or your shul community, please contact us. We have Jewish-friendly pregnancy care resources to help you and can get you connected to them today. Also, we know a Jewish couple who would love to meet you and raise your child in a loving Jewish home. To save your baby's life, please contact me today at 412-758-3269, or you can email me at cecily@jewishprolifefoundation.org. If you've had an abortion experience and are suffering because of it, we have an excellent, effective healing program specifically designed for Jewish men and women, and it's available to you at no cost, regardless of your level of observance or affiliation. To start your life-changing healing journey, please contact me today. The Jewish Pro-Life Foundation is a 501c3 educational organization. Since 2006, we've been saving Jewish lives by promoting life-saving solutions to unplanned pregnancy in the Jewish community. We provide education about the development, viability, and sanctity of unborn life, as well as traditional Jewish law regarding abortion. We inspire Jews to welcome preborn Jewish children into the inclusive movement of modern Jewish life and religion. We provide adoption and pregnancy care referrals. We teach our community about the harmful effects of abortion and provide support to Jewish women and men who suffer from post-abortion syndrome. We have a website, jewishprolifefoundation.org. Please visit the website for more information, help, and healing. We are a 501c3 educational organization. We have no affiliation with any Jewish denomination, political organization, or the Messianic movement. We speak to each Jew one-on-one because we believe that each one of us has a personal relationship with Hashem, and it is through this relationship that we derive a life-affirming view. We are not a public charity. We do not fundraise. If you'd like to contribute to our work, please visit the donate page on our website. For the news of the day, I decided to happily share this news story with you. This was published on July 3rd in Newsweek magazine, and it's entitled Judaism Is Emphatically Pro-Life, and it was submitted for publication by Rabbi Yaakov Menken, who's the managing director of the Coalition for Jewish Values. They're a very good organization. This piece appeared in Newsweek the week following the National Council of Jewish Women's article entitled The Jewish Case for Abortion Rights. So I was very happy to learn that the Coalition for Jewish Values responded with a pro-life Jewish message. And in this opinion piece, the rabbi mentioned this toolkit that the National Council of Jewish Women included in their article, which is basically a propaganda resource for ramping up the pro-abortion vote coming up to the November elections. So this is what Rabbi Menken says. Before addressing the claim that abortion is a Jewish value, a few words of introduction are in order. The ethical lessons of the 5 books of Moses, what Jews call the Torah, are today so commonly held that they are almost taken for granted. We forget that beliefs such as the inestimable value of every human life, the superiority of peace to warfare, and a justice system that must treat all as equals were hardly common in the ancient world. We are fortunate to live in a country whose founding fathers looked to the Bible to guide them in the formation of a more perfect union. Even in the Jewish community, those who openly discard the Torah's many ritual laws still claim a vague fealty to its ethical tenets. This is perhaps precisely because the Torah prescribes observances such as going offline for the Sabbath and keeping kosher for Jews alone, while virtuous conduct, refraining from theft or murder and setting up courts of fair justice, for example, is incumbent upon all mankind. Everyone would like to be perceived as striving for the Bible's moral ideal, much as we all, being human, inevitably fail in that pursuit. The holy person, our sages teach, is the one who gets up afterwards and still aims yet higher. As a consequence, a person who eats pork or shellfish and treats Saturday like a normal day is unlikely to insist that the Torah means something other than how it has been understood since Sinai. He openly admits that the Torah says one thing and he does another. But those who diverge from the Bible's moral instruction often prefer to reconstruct it in order to claim that, in fact, the Torah endorses his or her behavioral preference, no matter how obviously untrue this may be. The Abortion and Jewish Values Toolkit from the National Council of Jewish Women is a case study in this phenomena. This booklet was forwarded to me by an esteemed rabbi in our community several weeks ago. He commented simply that it is horrifying. The rabbi has a gift for understatement. The toolkit begins with the claim that Judaism permits abortion. Full stop. Few things have been said about Judaism by its purported adherents that are more clearly untrue. The Jewish Bible's position on life is unambiguous and unambiguously pro-life. It is, as mentioned earlier, the source for the value placed on human life in civilized Western society. The Torah identifies human life as a soul placed or breathed breathed within a body by God himself. Rebecca is told not only that she is carrying twins, but that they have distinct natures and characters that explain their behaviors in utero. Jeremiah is told explicitly that, before I placed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you left the uterus, I sanctified you. I appointed you a prophet to the nation. Jewish legal authorities from ancient times through the present day categorize abortion as a form of murder. Throughout most of history, it was impossible to determine whether a baby in the womb would be viable once he or she emerged. That this precluded a court from imposing capital punishment upon the murderer of a fetus hardly means that the act is therefore permitted. Jewish law also not merely permits, but demands that the Sabbath be violated in order to save a fetal life. As life-saving activity is the only situation in which a Sabbath violation is permitted, were a fetus not deemed alive by the Torah, this behavior would be entirely prohibited. Thus, the National Council of Jewish Women documents claim that, quote, Jewish law does not consider a fetus to have the status of personhood, unquote, is categorically false. But the most fundamental reference to Judaism's unique perspective is perhaps found in the Mishnah. According to Jewish teaching, Moses was given most of our laws orally at Sinai, and these were only written down when later rabbis recognized that its many details were in danger of being forgotten. The Mishnah then is the earliest written record of this oral law, and it teaches us that termination of a pregnancy is not only merely permitted but obligatory when the fetus endangers the mother's life because her life precedes his. It could not be more clear that a fetal life is indeed a life. Termination of pregnancy is an indescribable tragedy if the life of that fetus cannot be saved as well. It is never a choice. Contrary to the confident proclamation of the National Council of Jewish Women's Toolkit, Jewish law does not view the indiscriminate murder of the unborn as a form of health care. The priority of the mother's life was not always clear in American jurisprudence, but this is no longer the case. When I asked Stephen Aden, General Counsel of Americans United for Life, about this particular concern, he responded that he cannot identify a single national pro-life organization whose ideal legislation would not recognize the necessity of termination of pregnancy when the mother's life is at stake. This is precisely the Jewish ideal, and in our efforts to support the more perfect union envisioned by the Founding Fathers, something which all rabbis, indeed all Americans, should hope to realize in American law. That was a wonderful article, and he references this, indeed all rabbis, because in this toolkit that the National Council of Jewish Women have launched, there is a list of many, many rabbis who have signed on to the pro-abortion push prior to the November election. So he's reminding all rabbis that Judaism is a pro-life religion. So bravo, Coalition for Jewish Values. And I'd like to go on now to our PowerPoint called Judaism, the Original Pro-Life Religion. May there be abundant peace from heaven and good life upon us and upon all Israel. Amen. I've actually chosen 4 slides for today's show. The first is a reminder from Rabbi Moshe Feinstein, and he said, not only are Jews prohibited from having an abortion, but they are prohibited from assisting non-Jews from having an abortion too. According to Halakha, abortion is prohibited for non-Jews. It is actually a capital crime. A Jewish doctor may not perform an abortion even if it would result in antipathy towards Jews. In Responsum 69, Rav Moshe not only categorizes abortion as bloodshed, he takes the rare step of unequivocally warning against relying on an erroneous heter for aborting Down syndrome babies. So he very much encapsulates the pro-life origins of Judaism. We're so grateful to God that we had Rabbi Feinstein to share this message with us. And then I had to include our slide about Americans United for Life since Rabbi Menken referenced them. And we talk about Victor G. Rosenblum, who was a distinguished professor at Northwestern University School of Law at Evanston, Illinois. He had an abiding faith about the sanctity of human life, that it extended into the womb. He was an avowed liberal Democrat who skillfully directed court and legislative battles to try to end the legality of abortion. He served the Americans United for Life as vice chairman from 1970 to 1989, and then as chairman until 1995. And in 1981, Mr. Rosenblum argued the anti-abortion side of the Hyde Amendment before the U.S. Supreme Court in Harris versus McRae. the case that upheld Congress's refusal to provide tax money for abortion. The Americans United for Life is a wonderful organization, and I might recommend their podcast, Life, Liberty, and Law, which I listen to on a regular basis. And then in our tradition of protecting innocent human life is found in Proverbs 24. It says, "Rescue those being led away to death, hold back those staggering towards slaughter. If you say, 'But we knew nothing about this,' does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who guards your life know it? Will he not repay everyone for what they have done?" This is an appeal to people of conscience, especially, to open up their mind to this pro-life message and to protect and defend innocent life wherever it may be found, especially in the womb. And then lastly, one of my favorite slides is the last one, a quote by Rabbi Simcha Wasserman. "The Jewish soul, a simple thing, at one with God in everything." Everything means every human being who begins in the womb and who we must include in our outreach and our rescue of innocent life. We do want to share about our wonderful pro-life rabbis that work with us. They're on our board of directors. Rabbi Novak is professor of religion and philosophy at the University of Toronto and a member of the University College and Joint Center for Bioethics. He is available to discuss Jewish theology, ethics, bioethics, natural law theory, and Jewish-Christian relations. Please email Rabbi Novak at david.novak@utoronto.ca. And then we're very fortunate to have Rabbi Shlomo Nachman, who's available to speak on the sanctity of human life in Judaism, what it means to be Jewish, the benefits of prayer, Jewish-Christian relations, and welcoming Nohadim into fellowship. You can connect with Rabbi Nachman's busy online shul at learnamunah.com or email him directly at learnamunah@gmail.com. And then we're very fortunate to have Rabbi Menashe Bovit, who's the spiritual leader of Belarus Jewish Center in Queens, New York. He educates using traditional texts, history, anthropology, archaeology, and modern academic biblical studies. Rabbi Bovit is a strong advocate of the State of Israel. He's active in interfaith activities and president of the Eastern Queens Interfaith Council. Please email Rabbi Bovit at belarusrabbi@yahoo.com. And we have a very effective healing program for Jewish men and women who suffer after abortion. It's called Tikva Rachel. It offers a healing pathway for Jews who seek a confidential, safe, accepting Jewish program to address the deeply personal issues that arise after abortion. The program is based on Teshuvah and the promise of healing in Judaism. We also offer post-abortion grief training for rabbis, therapists, and counselors. You can start your healing journey by contacting us to share your personal story. The calls are confidential, caring, and safe. Again, my phone number is 412-758-3269, or you can email me at cecily@jewishprolifefoundation.org. And we would like to invite you to please join us in January for the annual March for Life, where we participate to show Jewish support for the most defenseless humans among us. We provide a handheld sign for you to carry. Check out our calendar page on our website for itinerary updates. If you can't travel to Washington, D.C., and would like to attend a local March for Life in your area, the calendar page also has a link to local marches, and we'll be happy to send you a sign to carry as well. We want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to encourage you to visit our website library to download our PowerPoint and our healing program. You can request a welcome packet at our website, and please check out our ProLife Rabbis page, the ProLife blog, and our Jewish-friendly pregnancy care and adoption resources. At the Jewish Pro-Life Foundation, we're making the original pro-life religion pro-life again. Blessings to all. Have a wonderful day. God willing, we'll see you on Friday.
I'm the news that nobody expected. I was never a part of your plan. I'm the reason why life as you know it feels like it's slipping through your trembling hands. And the doctors say I'm just an option, a mistake you can make disappear. I may not have a voice, but I'm more than a choice. I'm as real as the heartbeat you hear. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. I am God's miracle in the making, proof that all things can work for the good. I am fingers and toes, and heaven already knows the name you pick out for me already belongs to me. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. Every life is sacred, and every life is a gift, and every life deserves a chance to live. I know you're scared, I know you're scared, I know you're scared right now. But when you hear my first cries, and when you look in my eyes, you'll understand why you brought me to life. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. May there be abundant peace from heaven and good life upon us and upon all Israel. Amen.